everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in this video it is more of a conversation between both of us and we're going to catch up on our goals and priorities. This video will mostly focus on how you can prioritize your mind more than anything else, especially during college. On that note, thank you BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. Let me tell you a little bit about BetterHelp, that is better H-E-L-P help, not health. A lot of times we might feel that something is interfering with our happiness or stopping us from achieving our personal goals, which has happened a lot through school and college years personally. And sometimes you have to accept it that you do need professional help, and BetterHelp does the exact same thing. They're going to assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. It is pretty simple to sign up, which is exactly seen on the screen right now. You can definitely start communicating within 48 hours, and this is not something that is a crisis line or a self-help number. This is legit professional therapy. And the best part is that the 20,000 plus therapists which are available at BetterHelp have expertise in such a broad range of fields that you might not find in your local areas. This service is available worldwide. You can log in and message your therapist anytime during the day, and you will always get a timely and a thoughtful response back. You can also schedule weekly video call appointments, which will reduce the burden of sitting in awkward therapy rooms. And you need to understand that you come first. So in case you're not really vibing with your therapist, BetterHelp is always there to find the perfect therapeutic match for you, and you can easily change your therapist anytime you want. It is definitely more affordable than traditional therapy, and you can get financial aids whenever you want, because at the end of the day, BetterHelp wants you to live a happier life from today onwards. You can visit betterhelp.com/coolmitochondria, that is better H-E-L-P help, and join more than 20 lakh people taking charge of their mental health and acting upon it. And if you use my link, which is betterhelp.com/coolmitochondria, you get 10% off on your first month at BetterHelp. The link to the same is in my description, and I'd urge each and every one of you to go through it. So college can be one of the most life-changing experiences in your life, but one thing I'd suggest you not to do is have those typical college expectations from college. Yes, I agree, college years are transformatory, but they do not have to be the best years of your life, and you cannot put it upon a pedestal. Try to have fun, but don't have expectations, because that just ruins the amount of fun you're actually having. So the reason I was thinking of shooting this video is because I had a very huge mindset change between first and second year when it comes to my approach towards a lot of things in life, academics, friends, anything. My idea in life right now is visualizing the person that I want to be, and the person who is happy with what she's doing, who's happy with how her life is going, and make changes in my life accordingly. In first year, I was studying excellent. I was really going at it, and I got the results too. But did that make me happy? Did me achieving everything in first year actually make me happy, or was that process making me happy? The answer is not really. What's the point of achieving so much in your life if at the end of the day, neither is the achievement nor the process making you happy? That's when I realized that real happiness comes when you know that you like yourself regardless of your achievements, and when you know and you actively work upon taking care of yourself. And when I say self-care, I don't mean putting face pack and sitting and listening to music. Well, that is self-care, but I mean taking care of this here, okay? Which is way more important than your face pack. So I talked about building habits to become the person you want to be, right? So I realized that's the best way, thanks to this. But I realized that's the best way of actually dealing with a lot of stuff in your life, because when you start doing small things that make a difference in what you want to be. For example, in second year, I wanted to be a person who cares about her health. So the minute changes in my habits are eating healthy and trying to at least exercise whenever I can. It doesn't mean that I have to spend like 1 hour in the gym. It can just be changes in small choices. Instead of taking the lift, I just take the stairs. But these small choices add up to something so huge at the end of the month or end of the week or end of the year. Another example is that I wanted to be a person who has trustworthy, not too many friends, but at least 1 or 2 trustworthy friends. All I had to change was spending time with the right kind of people, with the people I actually wanted to spend time with. Now let's talk about the shift in my academic perspective. In first year, my goal was obviously understanding everything that was there in the book, and also topping the class. That was there. That was on the back of my mind. I never said it out loud, but in the back of my mind, I was always like, yeah, I need to top the class. I need to do this well so that people can validate me. But I didn't want that anymore, because I realized that the happiness that topping the class got me was very temporary. And it cost me so many nights of lack of sleep, lack of me time, lack of everything in life. In second year, my goal is to know everything in the book again. I want to be able to answer anything whenever it's thrown upon me. I want to be able to understand everything taught in class. But that's about it. That's where my goals end. I have no goal of gaining these many marks or topping the class. If that happens, it happens. This caused a lot of change in my study patterns, because now I just have to study to understand and revise to re-understand it. That's about it. I don't have to do multiple revisions so that I can mug it up and throw it up in the paper. A few of my principles still stay the same, which is finishing that day's portion on that day, but nothing more than that. Because right now I have so many other things to focus on rather than my academics. And I realized that last year I did not focus on all these things and rather gave 90% of my time to academics, which left me no time for myself. I don't know how I'm going to score this year, and to be honest, I don't really care as long as I don't fail. So my priority right now is just focusing in class and understanding what's being taught, and my academic goals just end there. Because now, the person I want to be does not just want to be a topper, but also wants to be someone who explores science. She also wants to be someone who knows how to have fun. And she also wants to be someone who can have time for herself in her room just listening to music. Ideally, all of my days usually have a little bit of all of these elements, but it depends on you what you choose to prioritize. Most days I prioritize academics, but some days you just can't. Some days you just want to go out and have fun. Some days you just want to stay in and not do anything. And it's fine. As long as you're not lagging, as long as you don't have any backlog, you're allowed to do anything you want. But again, it's my perspective. This is the person I want to be. Maybe you want to do better than this. Maybe you want to actually excel in academics. That's when your goals change. The third important aspect that we need to talk about when it comes to changing your mindset is actually being willing to change your mindset. Because honestly, I was very stubborn. Even in the beginning of second year, I was very stubborn. I was like, I will not change my ways because I want to achieve all of this. I want to be in all these clubs. I want to do this. I want to do that. But theoretically, it's possible. But practically, you're human. You have emotions. You're going to get tired. You're going to burn out. There's no way you're going to do all of this and still stay happy. So I had to cut down on things that weren't making me happy anymore. It's a slow process. It's still happening. I haven't reached 100% of what my goal is. But I'm working towards it. You need to have that small change in your mindset. You need to be able to accept that you need to change. You need to be able to accept that your habits need to change for you to achieve the person that you want to become. You cannot be stubborn and say that this is how you are and this is how you're going to be for the rest of your life, because no one's like that. There's always scope for change, and if it's changed for the better, then you're amazing. The fourth thing is modifying and reanalyzing your goals. My goals for second year are understanding my topics, finishing my research project, and staying happy. There's 3 goals, right? Do you want to know what my goals in first year were? Topping the class, having the best social life ever, being the social butterfly, being in every single club and doing the best work in every single club, practicing singing every single day and never losing on my voice, drawing at least one drawing every single month, uploading YouTube videos every week, and talking to all my old friends every single day. Dude, this is first year. This is second year. Fifth and most important thing is surrounding yourself with the right people. Guys, it's very hard to cut people out of your life. I understand that, but sometimes when things get really bad and when you think that that person is not adding much to your life, but it's just making it more difficult for you to go through the day, then you'll have to cut them off. And it's not their fault. Maybe you guys just didn't work out. It doesn't make them or you a bad person. The right people are the ones who understand you. Understanding is the number one criteria for the people around you. If they understand your goals, if they're willing to understand why you're not spending time with everyone else, if they're willing to understand why you're doing a certain thing, if you're able to give them constructive criticism and you're able to take their constructive criticism, this is very important, because friends are a system of checks and balances. You need to take their criticism and you need to give them criticism when they go wrong. If you do not have those people in your life, go get those people in your life. And if you have people in your life who are, I'm going to say the words, it's going to sound like a teenage drama, but fake and toxic, then you do not want those people. Obviously, you need to be slightly fake. Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat this, but with certain people, you need to be slightly fake. But as long as it's not affecting you, as long as you're not being a hypocrite, you're good. And the last thing, which I am definitely working on, I haven't figured it out till now. Someday, guys, someday I will figure it out, is putting yourself first. I do not know how people do that, but I have mad respect for people who are able to put themselves first. Most of us tend to be people pleasers. Most of us tend to do stuff for people, and most of us tend to think from their perspective before we even think of what we're going through. But you need to change that a little. You can be very helpful. You can be the best person on earth. You can do all of that even while putting yourself first. If something is genuinely, visibly hurting you, then there's no harm in putting yourself out of that situation. Going through stuff doesn't make you a great person. Knowing what's worth it and what is not is what makes you a better person. If any of you guys have figured out how to put yourself first, then please tell me in the comments. We all need to hear that. And the last thing is thinking before doing something. Right now, in second year, before I do anything, the first thing I think about is, will I regret this? Will I regret not doing this? And other small things in life. Sometimes just having a clean room makes me feel better. Feeling put together, feeling dressed up makes me feel better. You can do small things. These are all small coping mechanisms, like coloring your hair. Guys, don't. But at the end of the day, you need to make bigger changes than just cleaning your room, than just impulsively getting a piercing. Start taking action for your mental health from now itself, because if you do it now, in the next few months, you will really thank me. I hope this video made sense to you. If it really did not, then hit me up in my DMs. I will tell you what exactly I meant. Once I get a little more free, I'll start uploading my vlogs. But until then, this is the last video. So see you. Bye.